Welcome back once again then to the Sultan Qaboos Sports Complex here in Muscat, the ITTF Challenge Plus Oman Open. Final day of competition here in Muscat. Final day, of course, before the ITTF's suspension of activities comes into play as of Monday, 16th of March. Of course, thanks to the spread of the coronavirus affecting all sporting competitions across the world. No more table tennis activity till the end of April. So this is a last chance for the moment to watch some of the stars of the sport go head to head. And there is a legend in your picture in Sharath Kamal ACHANTA of India, former Commonwealth Games gold medalist. In semi-final action here, the experienced ACHANTA, now 37 years of age, to take on the marathon man of the week so far here, the 9th seed from Russia, Kiril SKACHKOV, who's been pushed to a deciding 7th game in all 3 of his matches so far. You can spin it one of 2 ways, can't you? You could say he might be exhausted by now, having got to the semis, but equally, he's quite battle-hardened. He's spent a lot of time on these match tables. And crucially, he's found ways to win on each occasion. He's been behind in those matches regularly. I'm sure ACHANTA will give him full respect here. The Indian, much more comfortable passage through to the last 4, just 2 games dropped in his 3 matches. SKACHKOV, 32 years of age now, at 66 in the ITTF list. Has been a top 30 player. That was some 8 years ago now, though. ACHANTA, well, he's done an awful lot in the game. He's not far off his career high rank that he set just over a year ago. 30 in the world, 38 at the moment. But a man who at continental level has been very successful in his career, and has been such a figurehead really in the development of the sport back home in India. He's seen as a legendary figure for his achievements through his career, and the younger guys in the Indian team that not here, of course, the likes of Satyen Gnanasekharan, saw Hamid Desai earlier. These guys really have learned so much, continue to learn so much from him. All the experience that he brings to the match table. And for SKACHKOV as well, he's a pretty experienced guy as well. He's played the biggest events in the sport regularly over the years. As I was saying, in the sort of form here, he'll feel he can go one further step on here and reach the final. Marcos Freitas, of course, awaiting in the final, the top seed from Portugal, after his win over Desai in the full 7 games earlier on. Coming from 3-1 down. Is it going to be another Indian disappointment here, or will it be ACHANTA who can make it through against SKACHKOV? Spot in the final at stake at this ITTF Challenge Plus Oman Open. ACHANTA to begin. Guy McCree taking you through this one at the Sultan Qaboos Sports Complex in Muscat. Coming up to halfway through our roster now. Oh, he's made that one with aplomb. He is such a good player to watch, isn't he, ACHANTA? How he glides around the table, and what about this early sighter? He's shown such considerable powers of recovery, SKACHKOV, through this week. That a situation he found himself in there, a little early deficit, isn't going to frighten him. Shanta's progress through the draw's been good. Beat his fellow Indian. Both these two got byes through the first round, round of 64 stage, but Manoush Shah, one of the younger Indians who qualified, was brushed aside 4-0. Well, that's gone. I get caught, not quite. Then a win over Khanin, the Belarusian, lost the first game there. Came back well, ACHANTA, to win 4-1, and then very good win in the quarterfinals over the Finn, Benedikt Ola. Lost the second game there, but won 4-1. That was a good win. Ola is a dangerous player. SKACHKOV, where do I begin with his run through the draw? Salifu, the Frenchman, led 3 times in that one, won the decider 11-7. Just testing a new ball here, meanwhile. The old one bit the dust. ACHANTA resuming here, 5-4 to the good. Yeah, SKACHKOV, after that one, a very tough one over Tristan Floor, the Frenchman. Again, in the decider, 16-14, saved a clutch of match points there. Having led twice in games, 2-1 and 3-2, and then the win over Kirill Gerasimenko, the Kazakh, winner of the Spanish Open, of course, very recently. He was ahead in that one as well. Then prevailed in the decider 11-8. So if this one does go all the way, SKACHKOV's got a lot of confidence that he can come through in those tight situations. Oh, no, he's got that wrong, SKACHKOV. He's still got more game points to come. But he completely mistimed that smash. He has got full on into the sponsors' hoardings there. Yeah, wisely just goes to the towel there, calms himself down. Still got game points here, the Russian. Timeout called. SKACHKOV, having missed out on his first game points, looking to use the timeout here, interestingly, to try and get over the line in this first game. Still game point here for SKACHKOV. Oh, and he saved them all, ACHANTA now. The timeout doesn't work for the Russian. Doesn't get what he was looking for there. The break in momentum doesn't happen for him. So he's used that now, and he's used up all his game points. Two clear point winning margin situation, of course, as always at 10-all here. Alternating serves. Oh, and ACHANTA misses the short push. Yeah, SKACHKOV can find a way through the game. I guess it doesn't really matter in the end. Fourth chance to close. Still can't do it. This is where ACHANTA's experience is so key. Didn't get the purchase that he was looking for, ACHANTA, on that. Too easy for SKACHKOV. Yeah, gesturing there, ACHANTA to the ball missing the table. Continues to be a close one, this. SKACHKOV doing so well to come through that first game. All the game points. Would have been a real wounder for him not to take it in the end. ACHANTA showing more than enough to suggest this is going to be a tough semi-final. Staying with ACHANTA, not allowing him to get away early in this second game. Oh, he snatched at that again, didn't he, SKACHKOV? He's building these points very nicely again here. You can see he works the opening on the forehand. He's going for too much. Won't be getting carried away here at this stage. SKACHKOV, talk about his run, his road to this semi-final. Those long 7 gamers that he's had, and he's been ahead at points of all of them. It's a surprising miss. ACHANTA there lacking the timing. That last forehand. Didn't do enough with the third ball there, ACHANTA at all. Serve was decent. Didn't do anything with his next up reply. Now SKACHKOV to be aggressive with his forehand across the table. He's back in front now, the Indian. Another tight game, just like that first that went this way and that. 13-11 to SKACHKOV, that one. And when he misses his timing there, misses the loop. ACHANTA now with a couple of game points. Muttering away to himself, the Russian. as he let this second game get away in the end. And let's service. ACHANTA there, trying desperately to create the room out of the pocket. Couldn't quite manage it. Both game points saved, and we talk about SKACHKOV, and if he hadn't won that first game, how difficult it would be to deal with. Similar things you could say if ACHANTA can't win this. SKACHKOV, who trailed 10-8, 3 in a row, and he's got the game point now. ACHANTA's turn to save one. Yep. It was an ambitious push return, wasn't it, against the spin? See the idea, but tough shot to pull off at this stage of the game, really, for ACHANTA. Second game point, rather, for SKACHKOV. ACHANTA has also had a couple. And this time, it's the Russian who converts. He's taking his chances. He's 2 up now on the Indian here. ACHANTA here, got to be thinking about that previous game at the moment. Still difficult, even with all his experience, to put it out of the mind when you lead 10-8. He's made that. He desperately needs to stay with SKACHKOV here early in this third. 2 down in games. Seen the Russian play very well through this week, but also have his ups and downs. Mentioned it earlier, those matches earlier in the tournament where he's led and has been pulled back. ACHANTA has got to try and make that a factor. The Indian always does his homework, great student of the game and of opponents. He'll be fully aware of SKACHKOV's run through to this semi-final, the nature of it. But he'll also know, the whole tour knows, how talented this Russian is. Very experienced himself, just like ACHANTA is. Desperately need to run a points here, ACHANTA, this match. He's been right in it, but it's threatening to get right away from him now. This third drifting. Has the service back now, wins that rapid fire trade with SKACHKOV. Very good jab, if you like, from SKACHKOV. Short arm flick on the backhand side. Got good direction, good purchase with it as well. No time really for ACHANTA to react. And again there, flat counter hit. Does the business. Quite a demonstrative character out on the match table. SKACHKOV often chatters away to himself as he was able to towel down the, probably heard a bit of that on our Court Effects mics. Still a lead of 2. And that lead now is coming down. And it is right down now. Good comeback this from ACHANTA. Trailed by 3. And the pressure on SKACHKOV. Oh yeah, that's very good, because it was a good serve, good follow-up. Nice short in the table from SKACHKOV, but ACHANTA committing to it. Good backspin replies himself. Oh, and it's a chance, isn't it? He knows it. Forehand drive, he was well set, had created the space. Again, it's a tight one. First 2 games going SKACHKOV's way, 13-11, remember. That serve just to add to the tension of the situation. This is so important for both men, but particularly for ACHANTA here. The difference between 2-1 and 3-0 down. Ah, now he's got another chance. So another game point saved. Another sudden death situation here. 2 clear point winning margin situation, just as we've had in the first couple. SKACHKOV's taken those both. And now he saves a game point. Both have had chances. It's a big chance there. I mean, SKACHKOV there on his cross-table forehand, he would have taken that opening. Couldn't convert. Into the pocket, and it does nicely for ACHANTA, and he's back into this. He's stolen that third game really in the end. Now SKACHKOV leading just 2 games to 1. So still in front, but only now by 2 games to 1 here. Kirill SKACHKOV. Could have easily been 3-0. He had game points in that third, but ACHANTA will feel he's worth at least a game here. Remember, he had game points himself in the second. Couldn't go on and take it. Wasn't quite ready there, ACHANTA. So go again. And now let's serve as well. Just glancing off the rubber there. SKACHKOV didn't quite get the right contact point. That's been the story of the week, really, for the Russian. These sorts of matches has led in them, has been pulled back, and of course then has won that deciding 7th game. We're a long way from that at the moment still. Still in the driving seat. But ACHANTA is fighting back here. Lead of 3 now in the 4th. Like SKACHKOV's week, really. Here in Muscat, this match has been topsy-turvy, and this is another game developing that way. Oh, it's brilliant, because I didn't actually like his return there too much. It was deep. I thought ACHANTA there had got the drive opportunity. But how good was the redirect from SKACHKOV into the space? Sweet timing. Trouble again here, ACHANTA. He's pulled off one recovery to get back into this match, but SKACHKOV looking good now for a 3-1 lead. Still the advantage for SKACHKOV. Oh, he's done well there, ACHANTA. Good deep return, and then his follow-up as well the same way. Look at that push, really hard back at SKACHKOV. He's coming back again. Now a game point. What a one this would be to steal for ACHANTA. He looked like he was falling 3-1 down. Now a point to level up. Turning into that sort of day here in Muscat. Fluctuating matches, long ones. And he's found the way through there. Oh, and look how pumped he is as well, ACHANTA, to take that from well adrift. He looked like he was going 3-1 down. But he's through it 2 apiece now here with SKACHKOV. Thrilling fashion, he takes that 4th game, 11 points to 9. So back at 2 each now. Kirill SKACHKOV will feel in some ways he should have won this match 4-0 by now. Last 2 games. And he's had game point, and then in the last one he had a healthy lead. And ACHANTA now has the momentum. Wonderful competitor that he is, and he's had to show it here because SKACHKOV really could have had this wrapped up 4-0 by now. Got to be preying on the mind now for SKACHKOV here. When you look at the last couple of games, the leads he's had, the advantage that he had in the 3rd, and then the big lead that he had in the 4th. ACHANTA back level again. Snatched at that a little bit, ACHANTA. I think he knows that. He was right to go with the forehand attack. Oh, yes, he's made that. And with aplomb here, SKACHKOV. Lovely extension there. Question is for ACHANTA though, how many times he can keep falling behind and digging in to pull it round. That takes a lot of energy, not physically of course, but mentally, to have to keep recovering from these positions of deficit, and he's in one again here. Even more perilous potentially than the one he was in the previous game. Again, I mean, gotta say there again, that's a big chance for ACHANTA. Three game points here for SKACHKOV. First is well saved. That's always the good place to go, hard and deep up the middle, deep in the table. SKACHKOV will have the service back now, though. Two more game points to come. One of them saved. And he saved another as well. Real energy about ACHANTA in those difficult situations.